Welcome back, viewers. Um, Hopefully you'll have seen previous episodes. I'm having some problems with my getting the files across from one computer to the other. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, basically in the previous episode we worked on reworking on a village. After breeding all these villagers for the iron farm, we move them across. I might just quickly run over there and we'll visit that. I actually got some feedback which was really good by someone that said the shift turning. I actually have a joystick. Well, it's actually an Oculus Touch, but it's got like a little joystick thing on the VR controller, and I flick it and that turns me around. They said that it was actually a bit jarring, so I apologise to everybody for that. I'll have to actually physically turn around in the space that I'm at more. I apologise because it'll probably take me a little while to get used to not using that. I find it's really quick and easy to flip around and look behind me and things like that. So apologies ahead of time. We'll see how I get with that. But I'll just quickly take you over to the little village that we did. The actual video that I recorded is 25 gigabytes. So because I recorded it and I wasn't going to get everybody to watch it for 1.5 hours. I was doing a time lapse. And I've got it on high quality settings and everything like that. So it was huge. So we might see the tutorial a bit later. I might end up skipping that. We'll see how we go. But here's the little mini village that we've got happening. We've got a fishing shack here. That's for Joe. And we've got another fisherman over here who's to be unnamed yet. I haven't actually moved him in fully yet. Here he is. Hello. So yeah, both of them are fishermen. Because I don't have a spider spawner or anything nearby that I know of, I'm not going to get that much spider web because we don't have spider mobs on the island. So they're just here to do some fishing. You can actually buy fishing rods off them, although we've got our free bait and tackle here, so people can just come and fish in the little fishing hole here and enjoy themselves. Now, an interesting thing, this fishing hole is actually an ocean biome. So normally they're out there, but it had a glitch and it appeared in the middle of the island. So, not within a mushroom thing. So in there, if we were to build in there, we would get mobs and monsters and things. So yeah, so I've just made it as a fishing hole. It's quite good. It's actually quite lovely at night, sitting here fishing. And through the fishing, I was able to get some nice enhancements. I got feather falling and projectile projection for my boots, and aqua affinity. The other one, respiration, I actually got through enchanting. So that was in another episode earlier, where I basically got lava, got diamonds, and created an enchanting table. But I'll give you a quick run through the cottage here. So we'll come in here. Just a nice, simple, nice little cottage. Keeps them safe. And when people who come to visit the island, they can come in and use these. We've got a little oven, a bed, bedside table, crafting table, a little portable chest, like temporary chest there that they can use. Yeah, so that's it. Over here, we're going to have the blacksmiths. So that's under construction at the moment. And I was recording the video on that. So yeah, here we go. I'm actually going to set an auto smelter as well. So that'll just be available to everybody in the town, including myself. So an auto smelter, basically you have buckets of lava or other types of fuel. You have in a chest, and it feeds into the furnaces, and then you have another hopper that collects them, and then another hopper that basically where you put your items, whether it be sand to make glass or cobblestone to make stone and things like that. So yeah, so that's a project that we'll be working on. So here we are. I put a few of these trees in, and because of the mycelium, I've had to put sand. But today, about half an hour ago, I got some village breeders who bred librarians with, we had mending and we had silk touch. Now, they're not cheap. They're like 18 or 19 emeralds. I've had them heaps cheaper than that in other worlds, but still, I'm thrilled. So, and finally, after it would have been like 40 villages, we got farmer, and we actually got two farmers in a row. One with a fantastic trade, the other one it's okay. But I really, really needed the farmers because they're a quick way of me getting lots of emeralds through selling them, potatoes and carrots and all that sort of stuff. So absolutely thrilled. We'll go great now because of that. And I don't know if you saw the early episode, but the reason why I created the village breeder, which is that thing up the top there, I'll get closer to it so you can have another look at it, was to get these villagers. Now, I've grabbed the ones that really aren't that great in the sense that don't do much trades, like the nitwits, which are the green ones. They don't trade at all. The clerics, which are the purple ones, they will sell. They're actually terrible for trading because like they use so much zombie flesh to trade with them that and I don't have mobs here, so that's not really going to be an issue. I have unlocked a couple, so I can buy redstone, I can buy lapis, and glowstone lights off them, blocks. But really, yeah, they're better served looking after the iron golem farm. So we needed 10 of those, and I think I've got 10 there. So that's awesome. So the next thing I was waiting, of course, was what to make the iron golem farm out of. So I've always, when I've had these islands, I've always built it out of mushroom because we've got them everywhere. And, if I want to put some more mushroom down, all I've got to do is bone meal it and boom, instant 50 blocks, basically. The brown ones, I think, give more. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. Right now is basically, I've already got that many here. What's that? Two and a quarter stacks. And because I've got silk touch, and I had to get silk touch, and that was the whole idea of the mending books, and sorry, the librarians with the mending book and the things is now I can get the blocks. Normally, you don't get the blocks with these things. Not that one. That one. So now I get full blocks, which will be used for the iron golem farm. Now the iron golem farm that I'm using is or the design was by someone called 100% Awesome, but I'm not sure if they were the original creators of it. I don't know who it is, but that's the one that I've watched their YouTube tutorial. Very good. Very simple and very easy to understand. Now I modify that. I actually change it around a little bit. I've watched some other YouTubers that explain the mechanics and science behind it with Minecraft, and you only need 10 villagers for the amount of iron that I need. I've got one in another world that I was working on, and I come back to that world every so often to check it, and I've got like 8 or 9 stacks of iron each day. So that's more. It's actually like a chore to empty it. I'm going to turn that world off because I don't need that much iron. You can only build so many things out of iron, but it is important because all the farms that you do need iron. For the hoppers, we need iron for all sorts of things. So yeah, so that's the first priority is an iron farm. So as you've seen through the builds here, I'll turn around. Sorry, not. Yeah, I've got to stop doing that. I apologize. You'll see that my priorities normally are get some basic resources, set up, get some villagers, um, create a village breeder. Now this one has actually been turned off. I actually pulled the doors off it um, because I didn't need any more villagers at this stage. That would have been just a problem. So I'm going to come up here to my little elevator. So there he is. There's the little nitwit who generally isn't good for much, but he basically was looking at the doors. I had the doors placed around here, and basically that tells Minecraft that there's a village here. And then these people down here go, okay, well, you've got a village, but we don't have many villagers, so let's populate it. So then they breed if you give them food. So I normally just put a garden down the bottom, with potato, anything, wheat, potatoes, whatever, and they basically use that as the food. And yeah, if you look down there, there's quite a few. So, I've got 10 over there waiting for the iron golem farm, 2 in the town, and these here, just the little pod over here, I actually have an extraction system that the little guys are small enough to fall in there, and then they come out here, and that allows me to sort them out a little bit. Now, all these people here, once I've got the iron farm and got some things, I'm actually going to release them up into the village over there. You can sort of see the light at the moment, so I'll build some more things. I'll probably build a few villages, but at this stage, just the one. Yeah, so, and the biggest thing was to try and get farmers, because farmers are the ones that basically are the best things to breed, best people to breed with. So in the interim, I was breeding sheep. I got them from the other island, brought them across, and just bred them up with the wheat. And the funny thing is, I learned that because I had like a pink one, and there was a grey one and a white one, and you can breed them, and if you're lucky, you'll just get like 2 white. But then I thought, well, hang on, what happens if I try and dye the sheep white using bone meal? Fishing, I caught some bones, turned it to bone meal, and bingo, you can actually color sheep. I've been playing it for a while. I wasn't sure about that. So so I basically got some more bone meal and made them all white. So, and then bred them up. So all my sheep are white. Later on, I'll go and change them to, the color. Normally, I normally do a couple of each color, put them in pens, and then I've got, a full palette for doing building and things like that. So yeah, and I apologize if I sound like I'm shivering, because I am. I turned the heater off so it wasn't too noisy, and now I'm absolutely freezing. So I apologize if I'm sounding freezing. Hopefully the next house sit that I do in a few weeks' time. Well, I'm pretty sure I've been pretty unlucky. Normally they're fine, but this one is like, ooh. I was thinking maybe I could turn the oven on and, leave it open or something. No, I won't do that. But, oh, geez. So anyway, I'm going to go and get some more of these mushrooms. Whoops, jump. So I'll come back once I've got enough to build the project. It doesn't require that many. And actually, I saw another one recently for designing one chunk farms, and the gentleman from the UK that Frillith or something, I think his name is, he was doing it with half slabs, which was it was a great way of doing resources. Now you can't make these into half slabs; these are mushroom blocks. So, and really, I'm not that short on the resources in this respect, because they're everywhere. These things. Yeah, so that was just interesting thing. I might, if I'm wanting to, maybe change it around and use a bit of a mixture. Or I could just do what I've always done and just do the standard one. We'll see. Now, over, you can see the light, not on the right there, just there amongst those things, there's a bit of light. That's my exit from the crevasse that I found. So there's a crevasse in there, and inside it, it's got lava pools, and there was some resources, iron and diamonds and things like that. So that's my quick way of getting there, because I use the lava. Well, we'll be using it as a lava blade to dispatch the iron golems nice and quickly, so they're not in too much pain. I don't know if there's any quicker way of doing it. And I'm using it for a burn, like for cooking. So when I'm smelting glass and things like that, I use that lava as well. So it's been quite good. So anyway, there's a quick little breeder. Um, and I did some of these glass things there, which looked terrible, and I couldn't get them back because I didn't have Silk Touch. I just realised now I have. I might go and tidy that one up as well. But lots of projects, lots of things to do. You'll also notice that I pulled down the terrible house first attempt that I did at it. I should be able to do a lot better job now. I've got some more, and you can see I'm not totally terrible at building, because you saw the little village huts that I did over there. But yeah, so all sorts of things to do. It's quite exciting. So anyway, I'll see you later, and we'll start looking at building the iron golem farm.